Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited. I have a special guest today, and I'm excited about talking with her because of the things that she's doing to help people to live their dreams, to monetize their dreams, and and just because of the magnetism of her personality and her knowledge is just something that people need today in order to live their dreams. A lot of people are celebrating Easter, and they have a lot of things that's lying dormant in them that needs to be activated, that needs to be called to life. And so this is another kind of event that we now begin to look at ourselves, look at where we are. I know I am. In reflecting on my life, I I'm still processing the fact that at 77 I discovered my birth parents, saw a picture of my father and mother for the first time in my life. And that was always something I wanted to know something about them, and connected with two brothers that I did not know I had, and family members that I did not know I had in Gainesville, Georgia. And I'm so thankful to God that He granted me that before I left here. And so now it's about helping people like my special guest to begin to live her dream and helping others. Hello, Benita. How are you?
I'm blessed by the best and living in success. How are you, Mr. Brown?
Great. Where are you?
I am in sunny Tampa, Florida.
All right. Fantastic. I'd like for you to introduce yourself to people and tell them what it is that you do.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I so greatly appreciate you and all that you do and really how you would impact the world. But my name is Melanie Bonita, and I help authors become Amazon bestselling authors and six-figure authors. I've helped well over 300 authors become Amazon bestsellers, and I really help the authors create impact, influence, and increase in their author speaking and coaching business.
Yeah. What do you see as the primary factors if you had to crystallize your thoughts on three things that will assist a person in the process of making their book a bestseller? What would be number one?
Number one is the cover. They really need to have a compelling cover that looks professional. What I found is a lot of authors, they try to create the cover themselves, and people do judge a book by its cover. In order
Mhm.
for my promoters to even anyone that wants to promote it, they really, really, really need to have a cover that's very professional and that grabs attention.
What's number two?
Number two is really being able to promote, getting out there and creating that impact. I would say collaboration, actually collaborating with the right people that will promote for you and with you. So if you are connected to someone such as you that have a larger audience, if they promote your book, that's going to help your book just explode. So collaborating with other people that will really that has impact already.
Also, you have over 200 collaborators that help you to help these books to be sold.
Yes, sir, I do. I do.
So collaboration is major, and most people don't have that. And what is the third thing you would say?
The third thing I would say is making sure your book is properly positioned on Amazon. A lot of authors don't have their books, especially if they put it on Amazon themselves. They don't have it in the right categories. They don't have an Amazon Author Central page. And so they want to make sure their book is properly positioned on Amazon.
Okay. And so today the main call to action for people who are serious about having their book be recognized, what if I'm in the process of writing a book, or I want a book but I don't know how to write, because what it takes to write for the eye is different than speaking for the ear, and I want my story to be told in my voice. What do you suggest to a person like that?
I would suggest with people like that, they need to connect with professionals like me that can help them get their book out to the nations and really join a group of authors and co authors that are really already making an impact and different, because you want to be around people that have already paved the way, people that are already doing what you want to do, so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, and it will help eliminate and or minimize your learning curve.
And I am so glad to recommend you because there are so many people out here that are fake, that are pretenders, that have not done anything. And to me, you don't go to somebody to help you to be recognized as somebody and don't nobody know them but their family members, friends, and neighbors.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
how can they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. I have the Six Figure Out There Academy that they can join. They can go to that website. They can send me a message. They could connect with me on social media at here on YouTube at Melanie B Speaks.
Slow
I
down,
actually put that
slow
in
down,
the
pump your brakes. Think people sitting around with a pen waiting to see this. Can you put this on the screen? You're controlling everything on the other end.
yes, sir.
Do that. Hello.
I am going to put it on the screen. I'm going to put my Academy link on the screen, and then I will be putting, oh, thank you. I'm going to put my Academy link on the screen. That's where you could join my Academy, and I will actually help you. Yes. Help you create that impact increase in income in your author speaking and coaching business, so that I can help you get your book out to the nations. But also, I'm going to give you my Instagram link, and also give you my YouTube link so that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel also,
Now you
because I
put
do have,
it as well.
say that again, Mr.
Are you
Brown.
to put that on the screen so they can see that?
Yes, I put it in the chat. I sure did. Yes.
Oh, you put it in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there are people on here that know about the chat. I'm one of them that don't know about the chat. Okay, but I chat GPT Charlene.
You are funny.
Oh,
Thank you so much. So I just put my Instagram link on where you could join me on Instagram and on YouTube. I do have a lot of marketing tips for authors, where you could get some marketing tips on my YouTube channel also. So I'll actually be putting that link in there. But yes, 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 they could connect in the chat. I have those links in the chat where they can connect with me.
okay, very good. Thank you. Now, are you able to set me up so that I can continue to broadcast live and have a picture of Dr. Norman Vincent Peale on the other side, as I did last night about branding up?
Absolutely.
Are we,
Yes, sir.
have you given them all the information they need now and how they can get in touch with you?
Yes, sir. I sure have. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, let me go ahead and put up with Dr. Norman Vincent Peale for you. Give me one moment.
Have you given them all the information they need in order to get in touch with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right. I want to talk with you, and I want you to like this page and share it, like it and share it. I've been talking about, for those of you that are just checking in, about the value of branding up, and and where I am in this stage of my life, this season of my life is about passing the torch. There's no success without successors. I constantly say that because it's real. It's a TD Jakes quote, and I agree with that. And this picture here was at the beginning of my career as a speaker, and Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, who wrote the book The Power of Positive Thinking, he has been recognized as the father of motivational speaking. When he wrote that book, it helped to create a whole new industry along with Earl Nightingale. But Dr. Norman Vincent Peale's book became a national bestseller, and it impacted people's lives all around the world. And he was a great speaker as well. And I want you to write this down. I'm going to share some things with you about if you're a speaker, you're a coach, you're an entrepreneur, you have multi-level marketing organization, you have people that you manage, people that you want to inspire to rise up and give their very best at all times in all types of situations and circumstances. This conversation is for you. So I want you to like this page and share it. And the reason I want you to do that, I want to save you some time, save you some money, and some costly mistakes. Please let me see some flames if that's important to you. Saving you time, money, and costly mistakes. Because there are people who believe that experience is the best teacher. That's not true. Wisdom, you want to use to your advantage the wisdom of other individuals. And today, in the attention economy, your ability to stand out, your ability to be before millions of people, your ability to attract a larger audience. And I want you to write this down. Proximity is power. It's power. That at that stage of my career, no speakers bureau would put me in their catalog. And when Dr. Norman Vincent Peale put his arms around me, I put my arms around him. We took that picture. I opened for him, and he loved my speech. And he said, Les Brown has a rare gift for telling a story. And then backstage, he said, I don't see you in any of the speakers bureaus catalogs. I said, well, they won't put me in there. They said that I don't charge enough for them to put me in there. He said, they're just using that as an excuse. He said, give me your information. I did. And around 2 weeks later, I started getting calls from all type of bureaus saying they wanted me to be in their catalog and show you the power of strategic relationships. Dr. Peale said, hey, when you put him in, then you can put me in. He opened doors for me. I believe in angels. I did all I could do, and I was bringing it. I was making a difference in people's lives on stages, and that opened up for me to be put in speakers bureaus catalogs. And then I developed the level of credibility, because when you are standing, if you're unknown and you're standing with somebody who is known, they're asking the question, people who see it, who's that person? And so as you look at yourself, look at your goals on April 14th and 15th, I'm doing something that's very different. Not only am I training people on how to develop a signature message that is compelling, that's powerful, that you'll become known for nationally and internationally. It's called Speak to the World. But in addition to that, I'm doing an event. I'm doing several events in 9 different cities across the country that's focused on mental wellness. It's called Mind Power, Mental Strength, and Music. And Donald Lawrence, the legendary gospel singer and director, is going to be a part of providing the music. And so we're going to do it. And some of the cities will be New York, it will be Atlanta, it will be in Chicago, it will be in Los Angeles. And so the speakers that come to this training, that I'm going to train you, that you will join, and this is going to be a 2.5-day training. We have corporate sponsorship. You're going to also be able to share the stage. We will have judges. I'm going to get some people from Toastmasters who will select the speakers, but it's going to be my event. And so not only will I train you, but you're going to be able to be seen. I saw something that the commercial was so compelling by a good friend of mine. And you know who I'm talking about, Grant Cardone. He said, I'm going to teach you how to be the Les Brown, the new Les Brown, and Barack Obama. And the commercial was so good, I started to call up to sign up myself. And then I said, wait a minute, I am Les Brown. The commercial. And then he had some unknown person teaching people how to speak. That to me was an insult. Are you kidding me? And don't nobody know him but his family members. Okay. I said, no, I need to do this. And opportunity, they say, knocks on every door. Now I said, no, opportunity stands by silently, waiting for you to recognize it. And I just had to recognize the fact I'm 78. Who does that? I got all of 78 years behind me and all of God before me. Okay, so 78. And so I say, I got to maximize this time with the time that I have left. I got 78 years behind me. That's dead. That's gone. That's in the past. Now, with the time that I have left, I must live it properly by training people that are hungry, people that have a hunger to make a difference, people who have a story, people who've experienced some stuff and gone through some stuff. I talked to someone today, and I'm telling you, there's some people out here that got some stories. Their children right now got some stories. One of my daughters, when I think about her, and she is Serena Brown Travis, and she is in seminary school, and she works with children. These children got some stories. Our children are in serious trouble. In serious trouble. When I was a kid, you judge a kid, an adult, based upon their exposure to information. We had ABC, CBS, and NBC. Now they got everything. And their young, immature minds are not capable of processing it. And so when you put in there the algorithms, and when you put in there the pressure and the stress of COVID-19 and all these other categories of viruses, and then when you put in there unexpected violence, that you don't feel safe. It's not a given when our children leave and go to school that they're going to be coming back, or when we leave, or when we go to get gas or stand in a store, in some public event. That it's a time I've never seen before. That teaching people how to maintain sanity in an insane world is major. And we need more voices, cultures, this kind of culture we're in. It was unleashed what's happening in Tennessee, that level of unapologetic ignorance and racism and disrespect of people, that behavior, that it has been releasing. It's safe to come out unapologetically, not to recognize and respect people and disrespect people. It's a different place. And I believe that we all play a role for this. That evil prevails when good men and women do nothing. And so I'm not talking to those of you that just want to say, oh, ain't it awful? No. I'm talking to those of you who want to make a difference, who want to make some impact. I've got children. I got grandchildren, 15, great-grand. And my goal is to live my life in such a way that I don't die 3 times. What do you mean? The first death, when you go through life never discovering your purpose and the meaning of why you are here, and you're unproductive and you're a non-entity. And when you die, nobody will miss you because you made no impact. The second death is the physical death. That when you go, life leaves your body. The third death is the death that as a result of your living a life that will outlive you, that your story, your name, a conversation about you ceases. They no longer talk about you. As long as there's a conversation about basketball, trust me, Kobe Bryant's name is going to come up. Bill Russell's name is going to come up. Wilt Chamberlain's name is going to come up. Michael Jordan's name is going to come up in conversations. My goal is to train people who have a story, who want to learn how to present and tell their story, who want to speak to the world, who want to make a greater impact and develop strategic relationships with people like Melody Bonita, so that you can monetize your story, so that you can have a broader reach, so that you can have a position in the marketplace and call attention to yourself in the distraction economy, and be able to be so good at what you do that you can't be ignored. The reason my book is entitled, You Gotta Be Hungry. Tennessee tells you that. You gotta be hungry. When you have people who are going to do everything in their power 24/7 to prevent you from living your dream. They see it as their duty. I like something that Bob Marley said. He was injured in a fight, and a reporter asked him, why didn't you take the night off? You're Bob Marley. People will have understood. He said, the people that do evil in the world don't take a day off. Why should I? Come on, somebody. Why should I? This is the time all hands on deck. And so today, it's been a strange day. A friend of mine brought me some gummies, and the guy that she purchased the gummies from, he said, don't have him take, it's 150 milligrams. I said, give me those gummies, girl. I'm taking so many of these gummies. Come on, give me these gummies. She said, don't take the whole thing. I don't care. I took that whole gummy. Let me tell you something. That was 2 days ago. You know that gummy say, you don't know me like that. Let me say, I was dragging, trying to get out of the bed to go to the bathroom and not do it on myself. I didn't know which way was up. Oh my God. I said, okay, I'm sorry. I promise I won't do it no more. And Gummy said, that'll learn you. I don't know. That Gummy had CBD, THC, and a little reefer and everything else in there, you know. A little moonshine and homebrew that Mama used to sell. Okay, all right. Ooh, I'm having a hot flash. Just think about that. I ain't taking no more. I'm good. I've been slugging around just, I'm trying to find myself. But it's an interesting thing that once I start speaking, my fire comes back. It's a different kind of thing up in here. And so, and for those of you that got a story, for those of you that believe that proximity is power, for those of you that are ready to brand up, for those of you that want to learn how to create an experience with your story and how to transform an audience individually and collectively, for those of you that want to be able to leverage the contacts that I have in the industry, being in here for 52 years, and you want to save time, you want to save money, and you want to save costly mistakes, I want you to go to lesbrown.com. Get the information. I've got this event that we're doing in Atlanta, and I want to tell you now, the address where we're doing the event in Atlanta, it's not there. Why? There are too many crazies out here. And I don't want them just rolling up at my event. No. And if they can happen to find out some way, I want them to know I'm packing. This is a packing state. I went over to Florida where they have sell guns at the mental institution that got me a gun. It came on back. So you can try and sneak in if you want to, but come on, Les, behave. Okay, I think it's the gummies. I'm sorry. Okay. So take a deep breath. Mm. Did you take your medication this morning? Yes, I did. Good. All of it? No, I didn't. You need to. So maybe you or someone you know is ready to get serious. I don't want to work with everybody. I only want to work with people that are hungry. I got here because I was hungry. To use my story, to use my voice, to buy my adopted mother a home. God bless me. Here I am now. This is my grandmother, Beulah Rucker. Just found out about her. She wrote a book called The Rugged Pathway. Beulah Rucker Oliver. Now listen to this. In her book, now my book is entitled, You Gotta Be Hungry. I just discovered my grandmother. They have a museum in her name, Beulah Rucker. The Rucker Museum in Gainesville. They said in her book, she was hungry to learn. Come on now. Look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Come on. And her favorite color is red. You will always see me with a red tie when I speak on stage. That was her favorite. She had a red house that she built, okay? That's still standing, that she built. Somebody gave her, a colonel gave her some wood and nails, and she did it at night. She was a bad woman. Let me tell you something, Beulah Rucker and Dorothy Bell Rucker, my birth mother, she gave me life. Mamie Brown taught me how to live life. But those are some bad sisters up in here. And they spoke with Mary McLeod Bethune. They spoke all across the country. I had no idea. I have the Ken Helps It. People said, well, it's in you. No, my brothers, they don't do what I'm doing. They don't even look the way that I look and engaged in life in which I'm engaged. Why? Because I put in the work and the effort, and I decided I'm going to live until I'm going to die young at an old age. You missed that one. It's okay. Just keep strolling, okay? It's okay. You missed it. Yeah, you missed that one. So anyhow, if you've heard my voice and my voice made a difference in your life and you would like to learn, and I'm talking about hearing it, not just in terms of hearing in your ear, but in your heart. I'm going to teach you how to speak from your heart to the hearts of the audiences that you speak to, small and large. If that's you, if that's what you're looking for, and you want to make some moolah too, money. Come on, OJs. Come on, Eddie Levert. Come on. If that's you, trust me on this. This is the time. Don't put it off. Life moves so quickly. So quickly. And if you got a lot of bills, you don't get 30 days in a month. You get 2 weeks. Didn't I just pay that bill yesterday? I'm telling you what I know. I'm so happy to be debt-free and drama-free. That's why I received the Cancer Center's Award of Perseverance, 32-year, 4th-stage cancer conqueror. Yeah. I've been kicking cancer's butt so badly, the cancer rate in my neighborhood has dropped by over 70%. Because I got it like that. Oh no, he's loose, yes. So, if you're ready, let me see what some of these comments. Let me see whether or not y'all got any questions for me over here. I appreciate you, Miss Brown. You've helped me in some hard times. Your voice and motivation got me through them. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. All right. How y'all like my glasses? Homie ain't playing. No, baby. Oh, I'm making 78 look sexy up in here. Up there. Don't let someone's opinion become your reality. That changed my life, Les. Thank you so much, sir. You are quite welcome. Yes, Mr. Leroy Washington told me that. Yes, indeed. Definitely. Uh, you don't, there's 78 black don't crack no, but sometimes you have to use some Jerkins hand lotion. That's you're so funny. Come on. Okay, you're a legend, sir. I can't get tired of listening to you. Such as an inspirational you such an inspirational person in life. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that. And I tell you, laughter is very important. I study psychoneuroimmunology. That's psycho, the mind, neural, the immune system, immunology, your nervous system, immunology, your immune system. And laughter is like inner jogging. It's very good for you. I talked to someone today who came over from Jamaica, was diagnosed with prostate cancer. PSA is like 11. And I could hear the fear in his voice. I said, listen to me, brother. Listen to me. My PSA, which stands for prostate specific antigen, was 2,400. Now it's below zero. Listen to me. I'm going to share with you what you need to do. Because you're 55. I got quotes older than you. No, they did a diagnosis. The diagnosis is not a verdict. It's not a verdict. You got to do your research now. And fortunately, you got someone who knows me that called my number, and I will talk to you. I don't talk with everybody, but I know that what you're going through, people who have not had somebody look at them and say, you have fourth stage cancer, they don't know what that's like. They can say, give it to Jesus if they want to. No, no, no. Jesus didn't have prostate cancer. No, he didn't know. No, it's not in the scripture. If he did, I don't know nothing about that. Okay, I'm telling you what I know. And I'm saying to you, that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but power. You got a power in you, and of love. God is love, and he who dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in them. And a sound mind. You can't be in a sound mind if you're running scared. No. So I want you to just listen to me right now. I want to speak to your heart. And I'm saying to you, there's a power in you. Greater is he that's in you. I want to park right here. Pump your brakes, my brother. Pump your brakes. There's a power in you that's greater than what you're going through right now. And that God loves you. God is love. And he who dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in them. And just understand and know he'll never leave you nor forsake you. And as you are facing this test, it's only a test. They determine the diagnosis, God determines the prognosis. And I went on in this conversation. What I got through, he said, can I just call you from time to time? I said, sure. I know what it's like. Yes, yes, yes. This thing called life. The stuff's coming for us. It's coming for you, and it's coming for people that you care about. And part of what I'm going to do is create a community of greatness, of people who have goals and dreams, and people that are facing stuff, and that we're going to be there for each other. Positive connections are very important. And so I'm looking not for everybody. This is the road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it. I'm not looking for everybody. I'm looking for people who are hungry. I'm working with Pauline and Pauline Ahi. Oh boy, she's powerful. Oh, whew. And Melody Benita. I've got some strategic partners. Dr. Cindy Trim, international voice of inspiration and spiritual healer. I've got some powerful people that we're going to be doing this tour with, and Donald Lawrence, and I'm going to have probably about 14 speakers. 7 is my lucky number, maybe 25. And we're going to tour the country to impact the collective consciousness, to help to offset the violent tendencies being on alert, not feeling safe. It's a different time. Different time. Father, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to still be here. You listening to me now? The people who hear my voice, I believe you were born and preserved for this conversation. This is your moment to know that faith not tested can't be trusted. This is your moment to know that greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. This is your season to go from being a warrior to being a warrior. Yes, you have something special. If you can hear me in your heart, go to lesbrown.com or write this number down. Call Valerie Parker. She will vet you. Everybody can't come. It's limited space. It's over 3/3 sold, limited space, and we interview and vet everybody. 954-464-6537. 954-464-6537. That endorsement from Dr. Norman Vincent Peale was seen as the father of motivation at the time, but I took that picture with him. The newspaper read in Kankakee, Illinois, the grand old master and the young rising star. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And I'm still standing. Who would have thought? Come on, born in Liberty City, an abandoned building on a floor in Miami, Florida. Who would have thought? A twin, foster child, then adopted. Who would have thought? Labeled educable, mentally retarded at Douglas Elementary School. Put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade. Failed again in the 8th grade at Booker T. Washington High School. Who would have thought? Selected among the top 5 speakers in the world. Who would have thought? Look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Yes, you have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. Bye-bye. That's what Angela Kinslow would say. Bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed today because I enjoyed talking to you, and I'm not taking any more gummies. I don't care what they say. I can go to sleep by myself.